All right, everybody, welcome back to the Fiverr Talks YouTube channel. It's Friday. We do new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you didn't already know that, subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell to be notified every time we put out a new one, and you'll be on schedule with us. Today, we are talking Fiverr gig videos, do's and do nots. Now, the reason this is important is because Fiverr gig videos are the first thing that a potential buyer will see when they come to your page. Oftentimes, the gig video is the only opportunity you have to win them over and hopefully get them to buy your gig. So it's a big deal, if not the biggest deal of anything you put out on the Fiverr platform. So we wanna make sure that we cover all the do's and don'ts for gig videos. And before I forget, my name is Joel Young. I'm top rated seller DJ Young on the platform. I've been doing this since 2013, and right here on this channel, we give you all the tips and tricks, all the best practices to help you to become the best possible buyer or seller you can be on the Fiverr platform. So without any further ado, let's talk about Fiverr gig videos, do's and don'ts. The first don't for you is don't try to hire someone to create your gig video for you. That is not only not allowed by the Fiverr terms of service, but it reflects poorly on you and is not a great representation of your service. So what you should do is instead shoot the video yourself. Be the face of your brand. People don't want to buy a service, they want to buy a service from a person. And you on camera talking just like this, being authentic, being yourself, being the face of your brand will win you more customers than having the highest possible quality gig video, because people see right through gig videos that don't include a person. There's actually a higher engagement rate on videos, not just on Fiverr, but anywhere, that have a real person or a face or a story on them. So get on there, tell your story, be yourself, be the face of your brand, because people want to buy from you. They don't just want to buy what you have to offer, they want to buy what you have to offer from you. It's like buying from a small business. It makes them feel good knowing that there's a real person on the other side of that camera. And so if you're not good at shooting video, if you're not good at being on camera, get good at it. Develop that skill. Be on camera. Even if you have to shoot it on your cell phone, which by the way, 90% of the people online do anyway. That's how I started. Shot it on my cell phone, maybe got myself a little upgraded mic before I did it that first time, but cell phone cameras are amazing these days. Put yourself on there. Start it out by introducing yourself and really doing what Fiverr intended, which is offering your services to the world. So don't hire someone, do get on camera and do it yourself. The second thing is don't make your video longer than it has to be. For some of you, that means your gig video only needs to be 30 seconds. Short, right? But it's all the longer it needs to be if you have very little to say. Make sure it's only as long as it needs to be. So don't make it any longer. Do write out your message beforehand so that you know how long it's going to take you to say what you want to say. And I would say put a cap on your gig video of 60 seconds. Now, Fiverr used to have a hard cap at 60 seconds. These days, they say around 60 seconds. I would encourage you not to go over 60 seconds. Anything you can't say in 45 to 60 seconds is probably not worth saying in your gig video. So write it out, refine it, make sure that your gig video is only the best of the best, the most important of all the information you need to convey about who you are, what you do, what you offer, and how it's priced. So don't make it longer than it needs to be, and don't make it any longer than 60 seconds. Do write it down, refine it, make sure that your message is on point and on purpose when you shoot that gig video so that people can get what they need quickly and decide whether or not to buy from you or move on to somebody else. Now, here's a big one. Don't make your services look better than they actually are in your gig video. This is something that I run into all the time as a buyer. There are sellers out there that have gone to great lengths to either have someone produce a video for them, which like I said is a bad idea, or to spend tons of time on a gig video that makes them look much better than they actually are. The reason that's a bad idea is it leads to a letdown on the other side. If you have a bunch of stuff in your gig video, maybe Let's say I use voice acting a lot as examples here on this channel because I am a voice actor, but let's say you go to a professional studio and shoot a demo with a $30,000 Neumann microphone and it sounds awesome because an audio engineer mixed it and you spent a lot of money having that produced, but that demo is not going to match what you're going to deliver in your gigs. That leads to a huge drop or disappointment. Don't make your services look better than they already are. Present what you have to the best of your ability so that people can understand who you are and what you offer. So don't make your services look better than they actually are. Present your actual services in the best possible light. Meaning, if you're a voice actor, record on the equipment that you're going to deliver on and give people a demo on that. If you're an artist, show people actual work that you've done for other clients and maybe not something you spent 10 times the amount of time on. You want people to get a realistic sense of who you are and what you offer, not some inflated sense of what you could do if you had 2 weeks to prepare and spent a lot of more time and money on the work than you actually are going to on their work. You want it to be as close to an actual representation of what you're going to offer as possible, but you want it to be presented in the best possible light. Got it? All right, next thing. Don't use anything in your gig video that you did not personally create. This is a horrible epidemic on Fiverr that they are trying hard to wipe out, and I've had it happen to me. People have stolen my work and used it as their work in their gig videos, trying to use my work or my personality to sell. So it's very frustrating when that happens. It happens in all sorts of creative circles. Creative work, digital work is often stolen. It's unfortunate. It's a product of the internet, something that happens everywhere, not just on Fiverr. But make sure that everything you do is above board. If you use music, make sure you have a license for that music. If you use an image or a logo, make sure you did that work. I think it should go without saying, but we have to say it. Don't put anything in your gig video that you did not create. Try not to use stock material because, that's not yours either. Even if you license it, it would be much better to have something on there that you create. Make it authentic and unique to you. Don't use anything that you didn't create. Do showcase your best work. Like we said, make it a great representation of what you actually offer and the work you'll actually do for clients on the platform. The last thing I want to talk about is lighting for your video. You need to make sure that you shoot in a place that is interesting, has bright colors, is light, and not in a dark room that gives people a strange sense that you're in some kind of dungeon. I mean, take this video for instance. I like to shoot these videos in this room because it's big, it's light, it's bright, it's interesting. Maybe if I were shooting for a different topic, I would try to make the setting interesting for that topic. For instance, for my voiceover gigs, I shot those in an actual recording studio. It's an interesting background, both relevant to my topic, and it was bright and it was colorful and it was interesting, has this nice red wall behind me. So make sure that you're shooting in an environment that really relates well to the topic of your gig. So don't shoot it in a dark room. Do shoot it in a place that is bright and appealing and beautiful and will catch people's attention because that will be a part of your gig thumbnail, which is also very important and leads them to click the play button to begin with. All right, that's all we have. Those are the do's and don'ts for gig videos. If you have any additional tips, leave them down below for other people to gain insight from here on the platform. This is all about sharing not only my knowledge and insight, but knowledge and insight that others have learned over the years as to how to use Fiverr to the best of its ability. And gig videos are one of the most important things to help you do that. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment or a question if you have it. We've done Q&A sessions. We want to make them a regular part of this channel. Leave us a question down below. Let us know what questions you have about the platform, selling or buying on the platform. We will answer them right here. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, folks. Be sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Come back, all the things. We are just so excited to be putting out this content for you and building a community around this because we believe Fiverr is a great platform to help you gain the life you want by doing the work you want. So remember, keep on doing because the future favors the doers.